This is the Working with Warriors podcast by the team at the Regional Men's Health Initiative.
Hello again, listeners, as we welcome you back for another Working with Warriors podcast. I'm Glenn Dunkerton, and today I'm joined by fellow team member and community educator Chris Gibbs. Welcome, Chris.
How you doing, Glenn?
I'm going well, thank you. Today's topic, we're looking at testosterone and wellbeing, and it'll be the second of our slightly shorter format pods, which are based around our current monthly Warrior Wellbeing articles. Chris, I reckon that we've probably all heard of testosterone, but short of us linking it just to hairiness and aggression and muscles, we might not realise just how important it is for our physical and mental health and wellbeing.
Yes.
Hormones, like testosterone, are the chemical messengers that the glands in our body send through our blood to the various organs, like the carrier pigeon, I suppose. They're needed for growth, well-being and reproduction. And for blokes, the ones that are particularly important are the male sex hormones, and they're called androgens. Testosterone's the most important of the androgens, and it affects everything from our metabolism to our recovery time after physical exertion. It can affect mood, and of course it affects sex drive and things like that, performance and health. And Chris, all of these things that we as blokes, we care deeply about this stuff, and it's the stuff that helps define us. And it's certainly something that we don't want to compromise on.
Yeah, that's spot on, Glenn. As testosterone is such an integral part of living a full and healthy life, it's really important to keep an eye out for any signs of testosterone-related issues. And the most common of these is testosterone deficiency. Now, it's normal for blokes to have their testosterone peak between the ages of 20 and 30. But from there, it tends to fall gradually as we get older to 1/3 of the maximum amount. Actually, by around 45 years, 4 out of every 10 men will have symptoms of male hypogonadism, which is lowering testosterone. Despite the fact that it's pretty common, it's still important to monitor it, as testosterone deficiency can have some pretty severe consequences. So for example, when we're in our teens, it can present as a failure to go through normal puberty, including not having our voice break, missing out on normal growth spurts, or even developing breasts. Obviously, this is something that we'd like to avoid if possible. In adults, there's a range of potential symptoms that might arise, like weight gain, unexplained mood changes, reduced strength, difficulty getting erections, and a lower sex drive. These symptoms and others can have a detrimental impact on our health, on our relationships, and our quality of life. So being aware of testosterone's role in our lives and the difficulties we can have with it is important for all blokes.
It certainly is. And if you take it back, so much of our male identity is wrapped up, I suppose, in our sexuality, and testosterone can have a big impact on that. You think of really impressionable kids at an age where people's opinions of them are super important to them. And they're going through, if you think of somebody who's trying to cope with a testosterone deficiency, and you can remember as kids being cruel to the kid whose voice breaks mid-sentence, then you take that out to later in life. You don't have to be the world's biggest Casanova or pants man to still wrap a degree of your identity up with the intimacy that you can have. And so testosterone really can impact on those areas.
Absolutely. So if we happen to be suffering from a severe deficiency, it's likely that we'll be prescribed testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT. And that might be in the forms of injections, gels, lotions, creams, patches, or tablets. So it's worth noting that some of these can come with negative side effects, Glenn. On the bright side, there are ways to increase our testosterone short of pharmaceutical help, primarily through lifestyle choices. So that's getting enough sleep, avoiding alcohol and drugs, staying active, especially through weightlifting, minimizing stress levels, and getting all our vitamins and minerals through a balanced diet. All of these efforts can have a significant impact on our testosterone levels and general health.
Yeah, and I suppose it's some of those less intrusive ways of weightlifting and diet that you can take on yourself, but I suppose the hormone replacement therapy type or testosterone replacement therapy, that's the sort of stuff that really needs to be done in conjunction with your doctor, because I know through personal experience, if you're going through something like a cancer treatment, one of the things that they want to know is, are you on replacement therapy? Because I suppose at that particular point in your life and in your health story, the last thing they want is something that might be turbocharging growth when cancer is turbocharged uncontrolled growth of something. So it's really worth having that conversation. It's important that we're having that conversation with our GP.
Absolutely.
Like with most aspects of our health, the same fundamentals affecting everything else also affect testosterone levels. So, like you said, sleep and diet, alcohol consumption, exercise. Good health is a holistic process. And if we do these things to take care of our testosterone, we'll enjoy the benefits of a healthy testosterone level throughout our lives. As always, if there's any doubt, it's really important to speak to your GP, like I said before, especially when something as important as testosterone is involved. So, Chris, thanks for helping me to delve into this topic around testosterone.
Yeah.
And if people are chasing some more men's health and wellbeing info around a myriad of different topics, which we have heaps of them online, in this format or others, where might they find it and where might they find us?
Okay, so the one-stop shop, as it were, would be our website, which is www.regionalmenshealth.com.au. And keep up with us on our socials too, on X and Facebook.
Excellent. Thanks very much, Chris.
No worries, mate. Good to talk to you again.
Catch you later.
See ya. Thank you for listening to our Working with Warriors podcast series.
Talk to a mate. Just let him